Howdy, folks. Or, should I say, same thing. Well, if you need Morse code, you know that. If you didn't, maybe it's your first time hearing Morse code. If you didn't know Morse code, it's a series of lines, dots, and dashes that makes a message. Not really good for sending out your love message for it's 10 paragraphs long. Probably send a text or an email for that. But in the old days of telegraph wires, that used to be the way to get some messages out. And although it's kind of, it's still taught in Boy Scouts and some other stuff. Shout out to you if you've been there. Anyway, if you are unfamiliar with it, you're about to learn some things. And the cool thing is, even though we're not going to be sending out some telegraphs anymore, we can still find out a use for Morse code. And I'm going to propose it for music. That's right. Although not all of us can be in America's Got Talent, or maybe we can't make the X Factor, or any of those other cool shows, why can't we write our own songs? Why can't we write our own beats? Why can't we make our own tunes? Well, what if there's just some unconventional ways that have just been waiting out there all along for you to do? Take this for example. I took my intro, my howdy folks, and I did it all over again, and I made it into a hefty beat. So, listen closely. I took one message, and then I'm going to overlap another over it, all just repeating the same howdy folks. Here it goes. Not too awesome. You could use a lot of work, but there's potential. Because, in case you didn't know, when you do Morse code, you can change your pitch. You can change your speed in words per minute, and you can also change your Farnsworth speed, words per minute. And that's pretty cool stuff. So thanks to morsecode.scphillips.com/translator, because that's the bomb.com, and it helped me figure this out. But if you can take this, and you have some free time, music major or not, maybe you can make a new hit. Because just think about it. Usually, when we hear the words to a song, it's hearing just the words spoken. But what if you can put the words that you want into the beat of your song? You can have it as your cadence. Now, isn't that crazy? Maybe it's just an inside joke. You don't have to tell your listeners, but you could do your whole story. You could tell raptures, you could tell ballads, all from a really cool beat. And you could just overlay that and no one would know. Or you could tell them. One thing, educational tool, give all the kiddos a chance to figure out Morse code again. Wouldn't that be cool? You can go tell your elementary school or your high school teacher. They might give you extra credit for that. If not, well, there's a new thing to tap on your keyboard. And so, if we can do this, just imagine that. Being able to use a language in music again. The language of a beat. Now, I'm pretty excited about that because if you just think about the possibilities, you could pound out some pretty cool tunes. If you don't believe me, let's move on to the next thing. Why don't we use numbers more often for our beats and for our music? Just think about it. What's the one big number that we found that we've not been able to find any pattern for, and yet it's so present in all the math and calculations we do? That's right. Some call it apple, I call it pi. Either way you put it, 3.14159, it keeps going. Some people take it 10,000 places, but it's infinite, and that's just crazy, my folks. But what if you can overlap that series of numbers into an endless algorithm of music? That's right. You can take pi and you can assign notes to it. Now, although there's only A, B, C, D, E, F, G on your piano, you can add some flats and sharps to make up for some things. So you have to be a little bit creative. Might not up to a 10. But if you don't get there, Just think about it. I mean, you only have to have 9 letters. You can put the 0 on if you want to, but shout out to 0. Anyway, just imagine that. The chance to have an endless beat, an endless song that keeps on going into infinity. Now, some people could just play down on a piano, do the notation, or if you're a little bit computer savvy, you can program it. And guess what? If you can program the numbers of pi and give them a note, you can also give them a color. Oh wait, we're not even talking about music anymore. That's right, we're talking about a light show. Imagine that. Some crazy light show. I'm not going to take credit for it because you can do it. Crazy light show that's all about pi. How long do you think it would take people to figure it out that you were doing pi if you did a light show? Maybe do a 4th of July presentation. I don't know. Get crazy, folks. It's all about you and what you can do. But anyway, I digress. Because using this type of possibility for colors, whether it be Morse code or pi, opens up a lot of possibilities. It's like the whole idea of maybe making things like a Jackson Pollock. If you didn't know about that, he's the guy who splatter painted and made beautiful canvases that are worth millions of dollars. You can make your own. All you gotta do is go on to some paint programming, program in the pi algorithm, and then take it into there and overlap it, and voila. It's gonna go row by row, and it's gonna put in the different colors that you assign to it, and it'll make a painting. I wonder if you had that go row by row, and let's say you program it to go horizontally, say 50, maybe 30 rows, and then go down, repeat to the first row, and then to the second row, then the third row. Wonder what it'd create. Would it create some kind of picture you can notice? It's a good question. You know what? We could find out. We could all find out. That's the crazy thing about this. All of it relies on taking an idea and running with it. If I'm not going to do it, what says you can't? Who says I haven't? Maybe I've just done all these things and I want you to figure it out too. Maybe I haven't done any of them, but I digress. There's a lot of potential out there. And just like there's potential, there's possibilities. And you can take those possibilities and you can make something. You can take any idea I throw out, you can take any idea someone else throws out, and you can run with it. And you can make something astounding. And that's beautiful. I mean, isn't that just wild? How much you can create and how much can be made? Well, I think it's beautiful. Maybe some people don't, but more power to them. So, whether you've touched that artistic or musical gene, or you have not touched it, if you have any sparks from this, I really hope that you try it out. Because maybe this has been the big breakthrough that's just been waiting to happen for you. It doesn't have to make you millions. It can just be a cool thing that you say for yourself. Or even better, just play for your family and friends. Whatever you do with something, do it because you want to. Do it because it makes you happy. Do it because it makes you feel alive. You know, frankly, probably doing it just to make money is not going to make you happy. Doing it just to get attention, probably also not going to make you happy. But if something makes you crazy, excited, and gets to make you feel like you're doing something, it's a whole different thing. That's called living. And so, I hope you've enjoyed this. And I'll keep on throwing out these ideas, and hopefully we can all keep on learning from this. And let's see what happens. Enjoy this grand journey we call life, because whether it has you up or down, it's always throwing you through the ringer, and that's something to say. So, props to you all. Another week down, another day gone by. Hope you all having a good time, and bless you all. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time. Peace.